Aloha, Borys here. Right now we're in Fairmont Kea Lani on Maui hotel, and behind me you can see the main building, and also those smaller buildings are villas. I want to share with you my personal take on the design and landscape that's made here, and also buildings. I personally think it's really nice. It kind of suits the blue ocean, those white houses. So the design is made very thoughtful. Also, those private areas with villas, which are more expensive one, they come with their private pool, really nice territory. The one thing that stands out for me personally, it's how the landscape is made. So all the flowers, all the grass, everything is really nice, tight and clean, prepared and ready just to walk barefoot. Matches with all the palm trees, all the beaches, and creates this very paradise-like atmosphere. And also there's so many different plants that you can see here, and they're all nicely organized tightly, where they're not in the way, but at the same time they give you this very fresh feeling. Now let's talk about the structures itself. For Hawaii, I think that's like way above average, because from my experience, Hawaii construction building, it's pretty basic. However, over here everything is designed real nicely, where you have those red roofs on the buildings nearby with those white villas, cabanas, which have I want to say some Arabic taste to it, but everything looks perfect for the vacation. I haven't stayed inside the villas itself, so I don't have much to share. I've been staying in the main building. The rooms there are very spacious. I'm gonna show you inside in a moment, and you have direct view on the ocean in some units, but the one that do have, well, they give you this spacious feeling where you can see a lot of ocean and a lot of landscape nearby. The territory has two sections, where one is designed for adults only. You have a separate pool with separate cabanas and areas, and the one with multiple pools and slides that can accommodate a lot of kids, where they have a lot of fun sliding around, splashing the water. So really nice, family friendly. And for those who doesn't like to stay by the pool, well, the ocean is just a couple minutes away from the hotel itself. So let me show you the pool, the beach. It has very small grade sand, which feels really nice. So there is like no stones or corals that you're stepping over. And especially right now, when there is a clean sky, clean blue sky, looks gorgeous, because the ocean itself is blue, like light azure blue. The only thing is the concrete is really hot, so I highly recommend it to wear slippers. Don't do like me. As you can see, like a couple of minutes away, and we're already by the beach, which is really clean, organized, and has their own umbrellas, beds where you can lay down, and pristine, clean blue ocean surrounded by ocean of green landscape. And of course we have the first row of villas that are right next to the ocean. I'm assuming they're going to be on more expensive side. However, the view is unbeatable, and you have an option to stay inside by the pool, or just walk 1 minute and you're already on the beach. And of course, since we're on Maui, there's a long walking path where you can be walking by the ocean and by the hotels, and enjoying the views on the luxury apartments and other hotels that are in the territory. And perfect for running, by the way. If you're here and you kind of enjoy jogging, I think that's one of the best places to do it. Now let's move inside the apartments. So apartments here are huge, almost 900 square feet. And all of them are one bedroom to my best knowledge. Let's take a look around. Everywhere we have ceramic tile. Living room, bedroom, bathroom, which is kind of like light beigeish tone. Right now we're in the bedroom. We have here like a huge sliding door. Huge sliding door. And big bedroom with a gorgeous view and sliding door that goes outside on the lanai. Honestly, that's my favorite because over here we have a huge view on the ocean, on the neighbor islands, and especially when we have a good weather like this one, well, it looks just amazing in my personal opinion. But let's get back to the bedroom. So as you can see, bedroom is big, relatively high ceiling. We have here a fan, we have a light. Big size bedroom with big size bed. My favorite part is this wallpaper because it's kind of unique and I haven't seen it anywhere else, and in general I rarely see wallpapers in the Hawaii building and design. Here we have a wooden headboard for the bed, which in my personal opinion looks just gorgeous. And of course the bed itself, which is I believe is built in with some leather inserts, which feels really luxurious and nice. The thing that stands out the most for me is the design itself. Every element fits in the picture really nice and tightly. So even some blue things like this, they match really nice with the rugs on the floor and with some other elements that gives a feeling that's every part of it is very good thought through. Now let's move in the living room. Over here we have a big size TV. We have a really nice accent wall made from actual wood. I think that's one of my best pieces here, of my favorite pieces here, because it kind of bends around, and you can notice that, as I said before, every piece is kind of very thoughtful. So the wall accent is bending, and it matches the arch that's bending, and it matches the couch that has like a bend over here as well. So all those elements, they fit together really nicely, and it goes into small details where even a shelf has a slight bend to kind of match the general design. And same goes from the outside. So if you're looking on the hotel from the outside, it has the same, those bend curves. And even the small elements like lampstand like this one, it has kind of like those wooden sticks, and we can see the same over here and over here as well. I love those kind of accent wall solutions on the doors here and on basically every and each door. And remember about the blue elements I mentioned before? We can see them here as well. So the general idea when you have a blue element here, blue rug, and then blue ocean, well, it looks gorgeous. Now let's move into the bathroom. Bathroom is huge. However, the ceiling is not that high. That's, I would say, like a downside. But the rest of it, I just like it and I love it. We have a big tub. We have accent blue wall behind the tub. We have a walk-in shower. Everything is made with really nice finishes. And of course we have wooden sink with the countertops on the top. My general impression, everything is done gorgeous because as a builder, I don't see big fuck ups here. And I love it just because the general design is present here. We have a gorgeous view. We have big size rooms that compared to other places I've been to are much bigger, which gives you this spacious feeling. And also because there is so many lanai doors, big lanai, it makes everything feel very breezy and fresh and gives you this, vacation vibe, which I guess Maui should be about, and especially Fairmont Hotel. One thing that I kind of didn't like as a person who's in construction is the way the tile is set up, where in this room, for example, it kind of runs perpendicular to the source of light, which I personally would run it towards the light. That's, in my personal opinion, looks a little bit better. And then not only the tile is different size, so over here we have rectangular, here we have square, which is kind of I mean, why wouldn't you keep it rectangular everywhere? But then this tile kind of runs this direction, this tile runs this direction. I know it's not a big problem, and most likely most people would not notice it, but since I'm from construction, I prefer where everything is like lined up, square, everything matching sizes. But that's my personal preference as a person who is in construction. So if you're doing your tile, try to kind of match the lines of the tile, of the grout lines, like let's say over here with the lines on the floor, with the lines on the wall, with the lines in the room. In my personal perspective, it just gives you a feeling of a better quality work that looks more luxurious, I would say. And by the way, I forgot to mention a huge mirror, which gives you the full view of the bathroom itself. And I like the second mirror that's in the hallway as well, because you can see yourself even from the bathroom, which just very interesting solution, and I like this solution. In the end, let's go back to this gorgeous ocean view and just enjoy a couple of seconds of the Hawaii luxury weather and view. So while we're here, let me share a little bit of what you can see here. So this is the main building where we are right now. It's kind of half circle facing ocean and beach. We have two huge pools with a slide where kids can enjoy their time, and it's kind of like a general public pool. And over there behind the building, you can see adult-only pool. So if you want to stay in where it's quiet and nobody disturbs you, that's the place to go. Huge territory with a really gorgeous landscape. And a couple minutes walk away is we have the beach. And the villas that we've been talking about previously, you can see them from up here. So I want to thank you for joining me on this overview, and I'll see you in my next hotel where I'm going to be staying in order to share my knowledge, my experience on how everything is done, things I like, things I don't. Have a wonderful day, and aloha.